Hey everyone, what's up? So I was commenting on the video a week or so ago. I know I should have done this video before, but I've had so many ideas that I just want to make certain videos first. It was a video on Mox's News YouTube page about Dr. Wakefield defending the study that he did. Now, if you don't know who Dr. Wakefield is, he was the guy who made the first study, I believe, in about 1998, which linked the MMR vaccine, the measles, mumps, rubella vaccine that you give to children, to autism, and there was a big outcry over that. Lots of people, lots of parents scared about their children developing autism didn't give their kids the vaccine because of this study. It's been found out that it's basically a load of shit. I mean, it didn't do random selecting process. He was in the pocket of a pharmaceutical business, and there's all sorts of dirty underhanded tricks going on. And I started commenting to this guy who was obviously an anti-vaxxer, and I thought you can go and check. I'll leave the link in the low bar so you can go and see for yourself what I said. But I thought it would just be easier to just make a video to him and then direct him to this video. And so, as I said, you can see the comment exchange we had in the low bar. Now he says a few things, as you'll be able to see, things that he just asserts without really giving any information. But me, you know, I'm kind of a stickler for evidence and facts and whatnot. So I decided to try and find and see if the claims that he presented had any sort of credulity to them. Now, from what I can gather from real news sources and not blog posts by other anti-vaccination people, the Finnish National Institute for Health and Welfare has recommended that the use of the Pandemrix vaccine, which is the vaccine that they were using to inoculate people against swine flu, should be suspended. Now, the recommendation is a precautionary measure because there has been an uprise in the case of narcolepsy among children and young people, and apparently an unusually large number of patients have also been diagnosed with narcolepsy in Sweden as well. So first off, they are not banning this vaccine, they are suspending it for the time being. There is no evidence that is linked the two things, so let's just see what the investigation brings up instead of jumping on the batshit crazy wagon, okay? Let's just say that they did find that there was a link between narcolepsy and Pandemrix. What would they do? I mean, they would stop using it, obviously, so what is the big fucking deal? If they wanted to keep on using it to poison people or something, then this wouldn't be public at all. I mean, all you would hear about is that nothing is out of the ordinary and how well the vaccine is working. So, you know, what you have here is a government who found out a vaccine they were using may have a possible side effect and have suspended giving the vaccine to people until it can be established whether it has contributed to the increase in narcolepsy cases. And if they do, then obviously they're going to stop using it. This seems so normal to me, it's almost boring. I mean, you do know this is how the world works, right? You know, we test things all the time, and if something is deemed to be harmful, then we don't use it anymore. Now, the last thing I want to say about this point is that if there is a link between this vaccine and narcolepsy, how come no other countries have reported any rises? Could it be perhaps there's more to this than just blame the vaccines? No, it's just those evil, evil vaccines! Now, the second thing he says is that the federal government in America is reducing the amount of fluoride because it's giving children diseases. I don't know what that has to do with vaccines, but if you're the kind of person who believes vaccines are harmful, then you probably believe all kinds of crazy conspiracy theories, like with the fluoride in the drinking water, which is a long-standing conspiracy theory. Again, this guy is true, but he's not telling the whole story. Why am I not surprised? The American government, and I'll leave all relevant links in the low bar so you can go and see for yourself. You know, I'm not just talking out my ass here like some people. I actually have facts and data to back this up. The American government is reducing the amount of fluoride in drinking water for the first time in 50 years because studies have come out that say too much fluoride is seen to cause a tooth disease known as fluorosis, which could be affecting up to a third of kids. This is completely reasonable to me. The government finds out something new and readjusts things according to the new data. Too much fluoride can potentially be harmful, so reducing the amount of fluoride in drinking water because it could be harming some kids seems like a totally rational decision. Where's the conspiracy here? What, some fluoride is harming our children? Yes, because some of them are having too much of it. Everything is dangerous if you have an extreme amount of it. It's a poison as much as carbon dioxide is. It's okay in small doses, although fluoride has been proven to be beneficial, but too much of it and you'll start to suffer side effects. All perfectly logical and not insane, which is something I can't say for this guy. So tell me something, if the government are deliberately putting out products that are unsafe and killing people, just tell me why they would do this, because surely the more people they kill, the less taxes they take, so that the less money they will have to spend, the less money they have to take home, and the less workers they actually have, which means that the country is not going to grow economically, and the less people they have to control. In what way would shrinking the population be beneficial to this sort of overreaching, tyrannical, big government? This guy just seems to want to look for any sort of change in what the world's governments are doing, and immediately fits it into his little paranoid fantasy he's concocted for himself. Like all delusional people, he just cherry picks the data that suits his agenda and completely forgets about anything else, pretending like it doesn't even exist. Now, as you can see in the comment exchange that we had, the last thing he said to me was, quote, "Get the fuck out of other people's healthcare decisions." Okay, this is pissing me off, because this has nothing to do with your own healthcare decisions, alright? This is about refuting your bullshit. You can do whatever you want with your own body in regards to your health. I never said, and never will say, that you can't. But when I see someone spouting off a bunch of half-truths and misinformation, I am compelled to call them out on it. It's like a knee-jerk reaction, which is quite apt when dealing with someone like you. You mistake correction of your ideas with someone taking away your rights, which is completely fucking false. As goes the famous phrase, you are entitled to your own opinion, but you are not entitled to your own facts. Believe what you want, but if you try and spread the misinformation you believe, don't be surprised if someone looks at what you're saying and cries bullshit. So yet again, another nut job is put in his place, and my work for the day is done. Cheerio.